Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Let's come to Rishabh Pant, and no, we're not going to take apart his batting. Yes, it was 4 out of 4 as far as those dismissals are concerned. Let's look at the positives here. Rishabh Pant, the captain on the field. Because when you're batting, you're purely a batsman. You're not thinking as a captain. But he was thinking as a captain, making those bowling changes, doing things differently on different surfaces. Last game, you said 6 overs of spin in the first 10. This time it wasn't needed. He didn't do it.
Well, let's go back to how Rishabh Pant started his international cricket journey. The opinion has been divided through and through. That has been his career. His style of play has been the same. Where people, when he gets runs, people will talk about him. When he's not getting runs, people will talk about him. So the similar kind of pattern we've seen with his captaincy as well. So I think we have to give him time. There is no doubt about that. That's the kind of personality he has been. He likes to think out of the box. We were mentioning about his captaincy style as well. In the first 2 games, we've seen that he was trying to. He tries to follow his instincts far too much. I think that is something which is very evident. He likes to take a lot of chances as well, which is in a way a good thing. But you have to find that right balance. When you are taking these extreme decisions, also at times when they come off, they look brilliant, but when they don't come off, they look equally bad. So that's something which you have to find that balance, and the same has been the case with his batting as well. So when he's playing those shots, you will see a brilliant innings because of his thinking and how he approaches the game. But at the same time, you'll see some dismissals, where you'll always be thinking that, oh, what was he thinking? And you have to at times let the process be and let the person be. Let him see. You need characters to look at the game differently as well. If everyone is just going to look at the game in the same way, you will not find different styles of play. You will not find different players who make different kind of impacts, and you will not have those different role models as well who people like to emulate. So there have been X factor players who have been making that impact at the international level. With Rishabh Pant also, he has made that impact in international cricket in some ways. Maybe in test matches more, in one days, and now the white ball and his captaincy as that journey to be experienced and learn and get better. I mean, one thing which stands out with him is that he's very serious about his cricket. That no one can question. He's very passionate about the game, and he wants to do things at a rapid pace. So be it batting, bowling, winning, everything, he's just approaching it in that fashion. So I think you have to give him time, and with time he will achieve, and he will get what he wants, because he knows where he's headed. As simple as that.
But just purely as captain, I mean, the flamboyant batsman, let's keep it aside. We know how he's contributed when he's had to. But as a captain, given the number of captaincy options India has in both the red and the white ball format, do you see him as an ideal candidate to be captain? Would you like a captain who thinks out of the box?
Look, I have a slightly different take on this, and look, I genuinely believe, yes, I think the words that Zach has used many words I also out of the box. Audacious is a word that comes to mind. He does things that you don't expect at all. He just completely changes the game. My only one consideration with him is that sometimes he's trying to do too much. It happens when you're just saying you want to impact. When do you want to do really bold decisions as a captain? And I'll tell you when you want to do it. You try and do bold decisions when you're really down. You're going to take really big decisions when you're really totally down, or you're overmatched as a team. That means the opposition is far better. Then you try and do something out of the box. Sometimes when you're a better team or an equal team, taking a risky decision might just put your team in a dangerous position. So that's the thing. Sometimes this sort of audacious captaincy works well when your back is to the wall, or your team is overmatched against a much better team, and you do it. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. But the day it comes off, you look like a genius. At this point in time, India doesn't often need that, because India is a pretty strong side. So what India needs is a more perhaps a calmer captain as it was, possibly not taking so many daring decisions. So that's my feel about it. That doesn't mean that he's not going to sometimes do amazing things for you, but in the long run, some of the risks he takes, they don't need to take at this point in time. And that's all I feel about him. He's a terrific cricketer, and he's one of my favorite cricketers in the way he approaches the game. And look, very simple, there's something which Tony Gregg used to talk about Viv Richards and says, forget about everything else. He puts bums on seats. People pay to watch Viv Richards bat, and I think Rishabh Pant is that kind of player. He puts bums on seats. People pay to watch Rishabh Pant play. He's just that kind of player.